Who doesn't love pudding? I sure do. Donnie Mays is bringing the sweetness as always. Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
It smells really nice over here.
Very chocolatey.
It's very chocolatey.
You got chocolate on chocolate over here.
I've actually got 2 recipes going here.
Okay.
Of course.
They're both so
because you're an overachiever.
Of course, you know, that's me. But it's super easy. This is actually chocolate mousse.
Okay.
So what
Only
makes a
2
mousse a mousse?
I think the aeration.
'Cause it's
just,
fluffy.
It is fluffy.
Lighter.
Okay.
It's generally
So what's
lighter.
the
And the
deal on-
surprise of this is it's just a half a cup of chocolate chips.
Okay.
And I use dark chocolate because I love dark chocolate.
too.
And then a cup of espresso. So we're going for a mocha mousse.
Wait a minute.
So you mean that's it?
That's it. You just simply add in the chocolate chips and the coffee into a blender and blend it up until it's
well,
smooth.
now I've got to try. No, wait a minute.
Then you're going to put it in the refrigerator and let it set up, I would say, 8 hours or so, but best overnight, just to ensure that.
It's almost like a brownie, like a cake.
Yes.
No,
Can
I'm
you see
sitting
the
there thinking
consent-
now, you got espresso
Right
in this.
there?
So it's probably going to be giving me a lot of caffeine, right? Is that what it is? Is it going to keep me going for the rest of the day?
I mean, you know, a
Donnie,
bite or 2 might not.
I'm going to
That is wicked good.
Isn't it
Man.
fluffy? Isn't it crazy? And then the way whenever you spoon it out, it's got that.
That is so good.
That is wonderful.
My,
It's a very rich chocolate because you're using dark chocolate.
yeah.
Now, what's the cacao? Is that like 72% cacao?
It is 72. Yeah, I
That's a
feel
good
like
one.
you could probably use just a regular milk chocolate even.
Right.
But I have tried it with like butterscotch and it just doesn't work. I think it has to do with the fat content of the chocolate.
Yeah.
No, this is wonderful.
So,
it really is.
yeah.
great.
that is just wonderful.
And
I'm
it
so
is
glad you
good.
had it.
I want to try it with white chocolate, which I haven't yet, but you know, we'll see.
Well, you are always experimenting. That's what we love
Absolutely.
about you, Donnie, because that's what you got to do. I mean, in the kitchen, you're like a scientist.
Yeah, hey, I like experimenting. It's fun. If you don't know, just do it, and you never know.
Yeah.
So, Donnie, how much, when you did this, did it make 4 or 3? I mean, how do you know?
Yeah, well, this actually is double the recipe. So for the 3 cups here, it's 1 cup of chocolate and then 2 cups of the espresso.
Okay, blend it up.
Yeah, absolutely. Just put it in a blender and blend it. Now, here's the other recipe.
Okay, let's
This
hear it.
is chocolate pudding.
Gotcha.
Do you go ahead and try it first?
Okay.
How about that?
Now
because you have a secret ingredient.
I have a
that you
secret
haven't
ingredient.
shared with
now,
me.
do I need to take the chocolate too?
No,
part
just
of it?
take a bite of the chocolate
just
pudding.
The pudding part, okay.
Yeah, and this is actually only about 5 ingredients. There's milk, cocoa powder,
Sweet.
sugar, 1/4 cup of each.
But
and
wait a
then
minute, it's got a different aftertaste here than regular pudding, and it's good.
a
but
teaspoon of vanilla, and then the surprise,
What?
boiled eggs. 3 boiled eggs.
Yeah, I could
So
tell.
you simply
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, walk us through this because
This
I
is
don't.
All
even-
you do is you
ridiculously
put the
good.
3 boiled eggs in a blender.
Okay.
Add the 1/4 cup of milk, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1/4 cup of sugar or any kind of sweetener you like, and then a teaspoon of vanilla because I like hella vanilla.
I love vanilla.
And then you just put it in a container that you like and put it in the fridge for a couple hours to set up, and that is your chocolate pudding.
So I have questions. First of all, who would think of a boiled egg and chocolate pudding?
It is protein packed.
Well, of
I
course
like
it
that.
is.
I like that part of it.
But did
I
you
think
just?
it's a perfect breakfast pudding.
It's a
you
perfect
go.
pudding anytime. So creamy, so good, and I guess that gives you body in
Yeah,
there.
of course, it just whips it up, and those are just hard-boiled eggs. 3
Yeah, this-
hard-boiled eggs.
This is a little thicker than your average pudding, without a doubt it is. And that's one of the things I don't, because I've had pudding that's too thin. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I don't like
Or
that.
tastes too store-bought. I
Exactly.
mean, like it comes
Yeah,
out of the
like the
package.
cut. You taste like the plastic.
I mean, these flavors are amazing. That's wonderful. But this right here
Isn't it,
is
though?
5-star
Isn't it?
right there. That is so good. So you can follow Donnie on TikTok, Kitchen Tool,
Facebook on Kitchen Tool.
Facebook,
all of 'em.
Lifestyles, Instagram,
That's right.
Pony Express, I think a carrier pigeon, and on Local Lifestyle. Thank you, Donnie.
I want to see a carrier pigeon. We need more carrier pigeons. This is awesome.
We'll be back.